the ability to lock in and focus without any distractions. I have been so bad at this pretty much my whole life up until now, and I've been one of the worst procrastinators you've ever seen. There was one time where I had this massive assignment due in year 11. It's called research project. It's pretty much, you do it the whole year and then near the end of the year it's due. And I was procrastinating so bad. I got to the day that it was due and I had so much work to do, and I somehow, the pressure was so bad that I made myself get up for 2 days in a row. I stayed home, I pulled a sickie for 2 days in a row, woke up at 5 a.m. both mornings and grinded it out all morning and somehow managed to submit it. So that is an example of me locking in, but I left it way too late, and by the time that I did eventually lock in, it was almost too late. I couldn't get the best work out of myself possible. So recently I've been getting a bit better at being able to lock in, and I have a particular process that I've taken from 2 different books, Deep Work and Atomic Habits, that helps me lock in and get focused without any distractions. So here's how I lock in. First off, I remove any distractions, clear my desk completely, besides the Skittles, which I'll get to in a second, and make sure that there's nothing around me that can take my attention away. I set a timer, make sure that my phone's in a different room or in a different spot so I can't check it. I focus on one task. So for this lock-in session, I focused on my maths and I just grinded it out. I did a full hour of focused work and did not distract myself with anything. I made sure that I closed all my tabs that could distract me, and yeah, I got it all done. And then afterwards, I like to keep an accountability tracker, which shows me, as a visual cue to show me when did I lock in and when did I not, when I was supposed to. And then I also like to reward myself with Skittles every time I finish something. So this is the idea from Atomic Habits, where you reward yourself for the habits that you want to build. So the being able to focus deeply on things is something that I want to build, and whenever I do it, I reward myself with Skittles. It can be really anything. Something that is good apparently for rewarding yourself is actually doing a bad habit that is highly rewarding right after you do the good thing. So you delay the instant gratification of one of your bad habits by saying, I'll just do this 1 hour of homework first and then I get to do it. And apparently that's actually pretty useful, but I just use Skittles because I don't want to fall back into my old ways. It's really important to be able to lock in. I have struggled all the way through school to focus, and I've kind of had that mindset of, what's the point? I don't like this anyway. And I can lock in when I need to and when I want to quite easily, but it's just when it's like schoolwork that I don't enjoy. And this can go for anyone doing uni, just work in general, schoolwork. It's hard to lock into something and do work that you don't actually enjoy, but you put yourself in this situation and you need to get it done. So the ability to work through that is really important. And for me, especially year 12, I just have to get through it. I just have to put the hours in, put the reps in and get it done. And a little mindset shift that's helped me in terms of getting that work done is realizing that putting hard work in, doing the hours and being able to focus, training my ability to focus is actually a good thing in general for anything that I want to do in the future. So even though it's maths that I don't like, it's English that I don't like or whatever, me focusing on that for an hour means that I am going to be able to focus quicker and longer and better the next time I do something. So later in life, if it transitions to doing work that I actually enjoy, it'll be easier for me to focus on it harder and actually get more work done, which is a key point that you've got to remember. So there's obviously something that you've been putting off there's some schoolwork, some uni work, whatever it is that needs doing and you haven't been doing it. And right now, maybe like you haven't even started. And that's the hardest part to be at. If you haven't started something, the first time you try and do something is going to be the hardest part. Because once you're kind of in the zone a little bit and you've got the ball rolling, it's much easier. But that first time where you have to go, I have to start this now, that's the hardest part. And the longer you delay it, the more you're reinforcing the habit of procrastination. So the best thing to do is, like, honestly, right now, turn your laptop off, turn your phone off, go do that 1 hour of that thing, remove your distractions, set a timer, and just grind it out. And I promise you, you will feel so much better after doing that, because when you have that thing in the back of your mind that you know you have to do, but you put it off, you just build that stress up until eventually you start to feel the pressure of the deadline coming in or whatever, and that's not really healthy, and you also don't get as much good work out. So just turn off distractions, lock yourself in, set a timer, and grind it out. I find that the best time to do work that needs doing, the hard work per se, is during the morning. So first thing in the morning, if you've got something that you need to do, you lock it in, you do it that morning, you do an hour of it, and then the rest of the day, you don't have to worry about it because you've already done it. That's what I did today. I woke up early, got an hour of maths out, and now the rest of the day I've had a productive day because I've already done my homework. So just something to think about. It's also really important to remember that the work is always going to need doing. You're never not going to have something on your plate that you need to get done. And if you don't, that's a pretty shitty situation to be in. There's always you always want something, some sort of work that needs doing. And the quicker you get it done, the better, because then you can move on to the next thing. So get yourself out of that little fucking bubble that you're in right now, watching shit, procrastinating. Get yourself out of it. Just do an hour of work and see how you feel, because I promise you, you're going to feel so much better.